beautiful niece here is here because her parents valued the life of an unborn child. And now here I am holding this precious little child, although she's squirming.
She wants special tissue.
The unborn cannot fight for their own right to live. And so as Christians, we must be the ones to fight for them. We live in a country that claims to give every person the value of life, but yet it allows abortions. I speak up to address this topic because the unborn cannot. Abortion is the taking of the life that God has created to have value, so we must fight by teaching pregnant women the other options that are available besides abortion. As this speech continues, I will validate the statement by showing how abortion is a serious problem, by showing that life starts at conception, and by showing the different options that a pregnant woman can take. Let's begin by looking at abortion in the country we live in. Abortion is a very serious issue. To put this in perspective, according to the Guttmacher Institute, 1.06 million babies were aborted in 2011. That's 1.06 million people that have been killed. Another way to show how serious the issue is to show one of the ways that abortions happen. According to the Biblical Worldview 2 book by Stephen Putney, one type of abortion called suction and aspiration happens on 80% of abortions up to the 12th week of pregnancy. In this abortion, a hollow tube with a knife-like edge tip is inserted into the womb, and then a suction machine with forces 28 times greater than a vacuum cleaner rips the developing baby to pieces and sucks the remains into a container. Finally, not only does abortion take the life of a child, but it creates psychological problems for the woman. In a personal interview with Jen Bach, a pregnancy resource counselor, she states, "After an abortion, the woman can have a long-term psychological effects, such as depression, anxiety, excessive crying, and anniversary syndrome. This is a type of post-traumatic stress disorder." So as you can see, abortion is much more than just a choice that a woman can make, depending on if she's ready or not. As I begin my next point, think about when life begins. One of the reasons why abortion is so prevalent in this country and the world is because people argue about when life begins. The life and value of an unborn child starts at conception. Professor Michelin Matthews Roth from Harvard University Medical School testifies, "It is scientifically correct to say that an individual life begins at conception. An egg and sperm join to form the zygote, and that this developing human always is a member of our species in all stages of life. According to science, human life begins at conception." In another area, I spoke with Erie County Coroner Dan Etter about a different area where the growing child is considered living in the womb. He states, "We are legally required to obtain a fetal death certificate at 12 weeks for the death of a baby in the womb, but abortions are allowed far after that. The law contradicts itself here. On one side, the premature death is considered the loss of a human life, but on the other side, the deliberate abortion of a baby after that time period is not considered the killing of life. Our laws go against each other. If a baby dies inside the womb, it was considered living. If the baby is aborted, it was not considered a human life. Finally, God values human life while still in the womb. Isaiah 49:1 states, "The Lord called me from the womb, from the boy of my mother he named me." This shows from Scripture that God gives value to the baby while still in the womb. Finally, understanding that life begins at conception and that abortion is the taking of a human life, we can look at other options for the mother. Many times, when a woman is under pressure to abort, she feels like she has no other options. To combat this, I urge fellow Christians and anyone who values the life of humans to stand up and to inform her of the options to either parent the child or put the child up for adoption, and also to inform her of some of the consequences of abortion should she choose it. It is our duty to come alongside these women who are struggling with the question of abortion and to show them of the love of Jesus while keeping from condemning them. One resource that we can suggest to them is a website called realalternatives.org. This website explains the options that she has and gives the woman information about where to obtain food, shelter, or support. Now I'll go through the 3 options that the woman has. The first is to parent the child. And although it's challenging, parenting can be one of the most rewarding experiences in life. There are options where services can help out the mother if she needs support financially or if she needs help with shelter or food. The second option that a woman can take would be adoption. Adoption has many benefits that pregnant women are rarely aware of. Some of these benefits include a second chance for the woman to have a child when she is ready, a stable and sturdy home for the child, and it gives the adoption family the joy of being able to raise a child they could not have had otherwise. The third option is to abort the child, which can cause the issues I stated earlier in the first point. In conclusion, the baby in the womb has the right to live, but the overwhelming number of abortions in the world are taking these rights away. The majority of people who are pro-choice and support abortion are confused on when life begins, but as shown through science, through the laws, through scripture, human life begins at conception. Knowing this, we must fight to inform pregnant women who are considering abortion of the seriousness of this choice and about the other options that she has. We must be active in fighting against abortion and show love and respect to the women considering it while informing them of the options to parent or place the child up for adoption. We can also make a difference by donating our time or money to pregnancy resource centers. I encourage you to stand up for what is right and to be a part of the fight for life.